So yes, let's use the match code for to select the statistical key figure. Um, okay, so the first for the first row, we want the number of employees. So we already have here the statistical key figure. The ID is 1001. So let's just use that for the first row. And actually, well, we want to have a nice description for this row. So let's use the change short, middle, and long texts. And we will just enter employees because, well, that's what this row will show, just the number of employees. So copy short text, confirm, check and confirm, and that's it. We will actually define the next two rows with different statistical key figures. So let's just double click here after employees. Again, we want a characteristic, that's fine. So let's just click confirm. And well, we will add the statistical key figure characteristic. And now what we want is the square meters. So let's use the match code, and we want the area in square, actually square miles. So that's the ID 1002. And again, we want like a good text for this. So let's just click here the between confirm and cancel. And I mean, we'll just enter it like this. Okay. Then just let's go with check and confirm. And we also want a third statistical key figure. This one is for the number of like the telephone units, the handsets that we have. So like have given to the employees, for example. So we want to use characteristic. Again, this is going to be an statistical key figure. But the ID for this one, I mean, it's different. So let's go and look for the value, which is the ID is TELE00. So let's use this one. And again, but let's use the change short, middle, and long text to enter just tel units. Okay, copy short text. And that's pretty much it. Let's check and confirm. And now we have three rows of different statistical key figures. Now we just need to continue and define the columns. So, well, we have to just double click the first dots here in the column section. And what is important is that we will set up also the actual plan and variance. But we will use a predefined key figure, but of course we won't use costs or quantity. We'll use actually the statistical key figure. So, well, with predefined, let's just click confirm. And again, what's important right now is what we want the values, the actual values of the statistical key figures. So let's select that in the list of possible predefined key figures. And again, what's important is we have the basic key figure. But again, this is not cost, this is not quantity, this is a statistical quantity of a statistical key figure. And because it's actual, we have value 4 for the value type and version 0. So that's fine. Let's enter a nice description for this. So let's just enter actual statistical key figure and copy from the short to the medium and long texts. And that's it. Let's check and confirm. And I mean, that is what we want now for the actual. But we also want the column for plan. So let's just double click the next available set of dots here. And again, we will go with predefined key figure. And now the main difference is that it's not actual. We want now a statistical. So let's select a statistical key figure, but in plan, and let's confirm. Well, again, we have the correct basic key figure, and we don't want this as a variable now to add this to the variable screen. So let's just deselect this, and let's use just the match code to select 0. And of course, let's enter just, well, after we have selected this, let's just enter a nice text for this column. So we will enter, well, just like plan S statistical key figure SKF, and just copy the short text. So confirm, check, and confirm. It's always it's also nice to see the difference. So we will have the formula also to just for you to notice that we can also have like formulas. We can do all of these things here. So let's just double click the well, next to plan statistical key figure, and let's use formula. Now as you can see, like this is reset to x001 and x002 because this is a new section. So that's fine. Let's select x001. And again, this is just the variance, right? So minus x002. And, well, let's just enter a nice description there, which is just variance. So variance, copy short text to medium and long. And that's pretty much it for the columns and just for this new section. And of course, now let's just save this. Let's save the definition. Actually, first we will just check that everything that has been set up, that we have set up for this report is okay. So let's check. And, well, no errors were found. So let's save this. And then let's just well, assign this report to a report group. So all the way here at the top, you know, in environment, let's go with assign report group. For this one, we will create a new report. So just again, a new report group, sorry. So let's enter the ID. And of course, as always, in the do you want to really create this, let's go with yes. So the system will create the report group and assign this report to the new report group. And now let's just, well, actually let's run this just like immediately here so we can see the result. So let's execute, and as you know, the system will start compiling all these changes, all the actually all the code that is needed for this new section. The system will start just compiling all of that, and let's wait for it to show the parameter screen. Okay, so we have it here, and now let's just execute. So, well, interestingly enough, again, at first it might seem that we don't have like all the values, but that is maybe just because we don't have any employees, not even in actual or planned. So because of the settings we have, they just hide this. But well, overall the report we will be showing like the main section, and here we have at the bottom the second section, which is just for square meters. Also, we haven't lost the horizontal page. If we just click here, page right, we have the horizontal page, and, well, again, if we go back, we'll have the first our main horizontal page and the second section. So this is like the overall first section and the second section, and, well, everything is actually working correctly. It's working now. So what we just want to do right now, well, let's just quit this, and we will later see even a bit more things that we can have with these reports. But right now, let's just quit the report, actually quit the transaction. And with this, we are finishing the lesson. But of course, we want to thank you as always for all the attention that you have lent to us.